Hi, today I would like to introduce how to install Rancher in Kubernetes using Helm. As always, I will use Nginx as Nginx controller instead of Traffic. I will try to show you a quick way to install everything. I wrote a script in Bash, which I want to discuss step by step so that you can more easily understand how it works. Now let's go together to the command line. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to present you a script in Bash. I wrote two. One for removing the Kubernetes Rancher Helm, and the second for installation of everything. So first, I will focus on the rm file. So vim rm-rancher.sh is a script that is removing everything. So here I have execute if exists. If there is a file in a proper path, execute it. If the file doesn't exist, display information file doesn't exist. Okay, function to configure IP tables. So it says the state of IP tables, then it's cleaning up IP tables. And what more? It is checking, are you a root user or not? And then execute. So here, execute if exists, those two. Then check if Helm exists and if it is there in this USR local bin directory. Remove it. If Helm does not exist, display information, and that is all. And at the end, configure IP tables. It means clean up IP tables. Save the state and clean it up. Okay, so I will quit the script now and I will run it. So rm dash, and of course we need sudo at the beginning. Here we go. You can see K3S is not installed, so you have all the information and IP tables is cleaned up. Now it's time for the next script for installation. So vim rancher.sh. So there is a log, so you can see the time when each command executes. And of course there is a spinner, so it's just spinning, and you will see this in action. Just it's an additional thing that I decided to add, and execute command here. And also error on exit one. If there is a problem, just exit and you will see every information on the screen. Function install K3S. So I'm installing version 1.26.9, and I explained this in a previous tutorial where I performed all those commands one by one manually in the command line, and I explained why I'm using this version and why I'm exactly using the 1.26.9. And also here it is checking is K3S service active. If it is active, continue the installation. This is a crucial step. After that, of course, bash autocomplete for K3S. We are setting up the environment, so we are adding proper kubeconfig equals entry into etc environment. Then we are installing Nginx as our ingress control. We are patching it, and we are using host network true. And this section is good to understand, and I will provide a separate URL in the description of the video. Why I'm using it in the video will contain URL also in the description somewhere over there. And I will just explain quickly. This option just sets up the IP address from our host. It's assigned to our Nginx ingress control. Okay, now just perform cluster checks. So simple commands to check status of the cluster. Install git for Helm, and then install Helm. Of course, we are adding Helm autocomplete here, and to be able to perform Helm commands. And after that, we are generating certificates. We are generating secret and values file, and I explained it, so there's no time for this. And at the end, you can of course analyze these whole values. And here in the main, if K3S is running, perform all those commands in a proper order. So all those functions are here, and one by one they are just performed. Yeah, and after that we are exporting config. It's a workaround for Helm. We are waiting 30 seconds because Nginx controller has to start and it should be up and running, and only then the Rancher will be able to install using Helm. And of course, display the spinner and sleep 30 seconds. Then we need to wait 120 seconds for the Rancher installation because it takes about 2 minutes, sometimes longer. But I tested it, and after 2 minutes, it is up and running correctly. And of course, we are checking the ports, so you will see everything in action. So quick the script and run it. So Rancher, and this doesn't require a root, but if you want to, you can use the function from the script that removes everything, and you can just copy and you can use a root check. Here we go. I'm just installing it without root. You can see starting K3S. Here we go. Provide the country code, city, file name. Go. Here you can provide the domain, the URL this way. And like that. And now we are waiting. Nginx controller should be up and running after 30 seconds. And then Rancher should install properly. You can see Rancher is installed. And now we are waiting 120 seconds. And yeah, this is a very nice explanation. Here in this note, Rancher may take several minutes to fully initialize. Please stand by while certificates are being issued. Containers are started and the ingress rule comes up. Excellent. Now you can see status of our Rancher, and you can see Rancher 1, 2, 3, they are up and running. Column ready, shows 1/1, everything is fine. So what we are going to do, we are copying just this, put it like that into the command line, and we have a URL, so we are copying this, Ctrl+Shift+C should do the job. And now I will put it into the browser and you will see how it is working. So let's switch to the browser and we will see. Okay, here we go. Hit enter and it should load. Advanced, open, and proceed. Rancher is loading. Untick this, tick this, click continue. And here we go. Dashboard is running, and if you will click it here, you can see all the information node and check this on namespaces, and then you will be able to see everything like that, like that, like that, like this. Yeah, so you can see it is up and running properly. So there is no problem. Dashboard is working. So we can continue with worker nodes and you can add nodes to this cluster. That is all. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. So thank you very much and have a nice day or night. Take care. Bye bye.